I gave this 10-minute presentation to a group of 40 business owners in Southwest Florida about the best way to refinance and to buy in this specific market. Here's the presentation.
Guys, I'm gonna speak quick and I have an accent in case you haven't noticed, so let's pay attention. Edgardo Valentine, I'm originally from Colombia. I came to America to play baseball. Obviously, I didn't make it as a baseball player, but that's okay because the second best job after a baseball player is being a mortgage lender. I married this beautiful woman, the one that says filter, not the one that says no filter. I became a citizen a couple years ago. Thank you. My parents live in France, so we go to Europe a lot. And these are my two girls, Evelyn and Viviana. Viviana is 8 or 9, I'm not sure. And Evelyn is 13 or 14, not sure, but close enough. Okay, all right, let's jump in. I do residential mortgages. What are residential mortgages? Anything that you can actually live in or rent. So if you want an office space, a medical building, I can't do that. But if you want to buy a 25 or 125 unit building, I can do that. That's okay, as long as somebody's ever gonna live there. That doesn't mean that you have to live there, but somebody has to. We're bank correspondence brokers. That means that we're better than La Flamme and than a broker. We kind of like are all in one when it comes to mortgages. So the best of all worlds. We have in-house underwriting and in-house processing. And we're licensed all over the USA except for New York. So I can help you everywhere else except for New York. Okay, Scotsman's going to talk 1%. That just means that we're pretty good at what we do. Not just me, but the company's pretty good. And we do weird loans. Look, the truth is we do all the traditional loans. USDA, VA, FHA, all the vanilla stuff. We also do non-QM loans. Non-QM loans are those loans that are in the fringe, if you will, no income loans, down payment assistance programs, things like that. If you want to close on the name of an LLC, technically that's not a normal loan. We can do that. If you want to buy a 125 unit building, we can do that with those type of loans. We also do foreign nationals for all my foreigners. We do it all. We also do other kind of loans that are not so normal here. We do, for example, delayed financing, and we do things like doctor loans, cross-collateralization, bridge loans. If you want to buy before you sell, we can do that as well. Even if you just want to have buy cash and you don't really want to keep a mortgage, we can do a very, very short loan for you where we don't have to qualify you. We just need to make sure that you have either the money or the assets on your current house. So we can do it basically all. Top 1% originator. I joke a lot, but I'm apparently pretty good at what I do, or at least I do a lot of loans. We have great rates. We have great programs. We close on time. And most importantly, we answer the phone, and doing a loan with us is life-changing. This was Frank before he did the loan with us, and look at Frank right now. Take your shirt off so they see it through. There's two types of refinances. There's a refinance where we can take your rate down, and there's a refinance where we can take your rate up. The rate down, mortgage rates are 7.875%. I'm looking at you. Let's say that the current market rate right now is 6.5%. That means that if you refinance, you're going to lower $93 a month for every $100,000 that you mortgage. In a $500,000 loan, the 7.875 will be $36.25, and my proposed mortgage is $31.60. You're going to save $465 a month. That makes sense. Okay, everybody knows to refinance when the rates are down. What if the rates are up? Debt consolidation. Rates are super high, but equity is super high as well. That means that your house is cost a lot more money than what you have on your mortgage. So what can we do? Mortgage rate is 4%. My proposed refinance is 6.5%. That means that I'm going to increase your payment on a $500,000 loan. The $31.60 is my proposed. Your current payment is $23.87. Doesn't make a lot of sense because I'm increasing your payment by $773. But this is the thing. Most people have two car payments, right? $750 a month is the average car payment in America. So you have $1,500 worth in car payments. You have $350 a month in credit cards, and you have a home equity line of credit for about $650 a month. So we can take your equity, or if we look at your debts, you have your $23.80 and something plus the $2,500. Your actual output every single month is $48.87. What we propose is let's take a debt consolidation mortgage, pay off all these loans. Your new mortgage is higher because we're increasing the loan amount, but now you're saving $1,284 every single month. And for those of you that have a lot of money, I know who you are. I've seen your taxes. And you go, oh no, it's fine. I can pay $1,284 a month more. That's okay. Refinance, put that $1,284 a month into your mortgage payment, and you're going to pay off the debt in 15 years as opposed to 25 years like in this example. Refinances make sense. Okay, buying. This is the best strategy for a buyer right now. Rates suck, but there's a lot of inventory in this particular market. So buyers are willing to play a little bit. This is what you can do. On a normal buying, and this is a real client, $359,000 house, 7.25 rate, $2,200 payment. That's what people do. If you want a good deal, what you're gonna do is you're gonna offer less. $20,000 price reduction. So $339 a month, $339,000, same rate. Your payment is $2,100, $109 less. Cool. What I propose is instead of doing that, and think of this if you're selling your house too. Instead of doing that, what you can do is keep the house price the same, but let's ask for the seller to give me, instead of $20,000, $15,000 to bring my rate from 7.25 to 5.25. I can do it with $15,000. If I use that, my payment goes down to $1,835 a month, which is $373 less than if I just drop the price by $20,000. This is the punchline. The punchline is this payment is the same as if I drop the price by $69,000. $69,000 with just a $15,000 difference in the type of offer I'm making. The problem is realtors and lenders and clients don't know this because we haven't had to do this because the rates were 3%. When rates are 3%, this is impossible to do. I don't understand why not all my clients use this. Same thing if you're selling a house. If you're selling a house, the problem with people is that they can't afford the new payment. This helps them afford the payment. Cool? All right, let's get Kevin paid. A lot of people don't talk about this. If you want to see a house now, you have to sign an agreement that says exactly how much Kevin is making. It also says that if the seller is not paying for that amount, let's call it 3%, if the seller is only giving 2.5%, you are responsible for paying that other 0.5% out of pocket. It even says that they can pull your credit. Some of them says that they can even put a lien against the property. And if you ask lenders, they'll tell you that they can't finance the commissions for the realtors. That's technically true, but there's a way around it. So this is how it works. Normally, seller pay compensation, $500,000, Kevin get paid because the seller pays them. That's how it's always been. Let's say that the seller doesn't want to pay. Well, in this case, you just need to increase the amount of money that you bring to the table and pay Kevin the $15,000. I don't like that because it's hard to come up with $50,000. What you can do is you can increase the offer by $15,000 and ask the seller to pay for those $15,000. If you do that, the only difference in payment is $91 a month. And I promise you, at least Kevin can give you more than $91 a month value if he does his job well, which he does. The other thing that you can do is you can lower the down payment and finance that representation. If you do that, it's going to increase the payment by $132 a month. The point here is everywhere in social media, they tell you that you cannot do this, but you can. We're doing it with every single person. People are afraid and they're not using the realtor because they think that they're going to come out of pocket. They don't have to come out of pocket. Okay, and if you're thinking, which I know you're all thinking that, oh my God, but the math, what if the appraisal doesn't hit? That's okay. Even if the appraisal doesn't hit, we can move the numbers in such a way that the payment goes up another $18 a month, but you don't have to bring the extra money to the table. So you don't have to be concerned about the appraisal not hitting. All right. We're big believers that we are with you, not just for the next 30 days, but for the next 30 years. We have somebody in the team because I wanted to do this, but I never did it, that calls you after the closing, helps you with the payment, and also gives you basically a financial review every single year. Her job is really to refer all of you guys. She asks about things like, hey, do you have a CPA? Do you have a financial advisor? Do you have an estate attorney? Her name is Liz. She's the best person in my team because she refers all of you, so you should love her. The other thing that we do is we send a real estate report card to all of our clients. If you don't get this, it's because you unsubscribed. This is going to tell you what you pay towards your principal, towards the interest. It also tells you how much you can expect this house to rent on an Airbnb, and it tells you how much your house it's worth every single month. If you want somebody to actually go in and look at a CMA of the property, you can just click on Tune Value and that's it. If you guys are sitting here and you made the terrible mistake of not getting your mortgage with me, that's okay. I'm happy to adopt you. That means that when I talk, I can't convince you of all the good things that I can do. Let me show you for the next time that you transact. Let me send you those things. I promise you, you're going to want to do the next mortgage with me. The market is strong. 44% of Americans think that the market is going to drop for 3 reasons. The market went up too much in the last couple of years. rates are too high, and this is an election year and it's unprecedented. If you look historically, since 1942, the market's only dropped 7 times. 5 times during the mortgage crisis. I wasn't there, but it was our fault. 1 time was only 0.1%. That's it. Betting against the market is betting against the champ. Every single year, no matter where the rates are 16%, no matter if it was an election year, no matter if the market went up a lot, like 24% and 16% and 15%, the market continued to grow. Waiting for the market to drop means that you're going to be renting for a very, very long time because it doesn't happen very often. That's it. Thank you.